Good morning, my happy hour back. Here's the plan. Ceilings, again, main focus. The pool, cleaning and draining. Bit of a problem there. There is no aircon crew today. They had a prior arrangement, so they're going to be back with us tomorrow. A little bit more electrical going on downstairs, which does relate to the aircon. And some other work going on with either the little rain ledges or the roof over the small balcony at the front of the house. That should be about it for the day. We will see whether or not the roof crew does come in at some point today. Builder said they might yesterday. No sign of them yet today, but it is early. What could possibly go wrong? A little bit of housekeeping. By now, you're about a minute in. Well done for making it this far. If you have made it this far and you don't feel sick, help me out. Put a like on there. Send me a comment, anything you like. Although, speaking of comments, I have deleted one comment this morning. It was actually a reply to a comment. Basically, it was using bad language. I've said it before, I'll say it again. This is not a channel for kids. But at the same time, let's be respectful and keep the bad language out. If you put bad language in, either YouTube's going to stop it or I'm going to get rid of it. I'm sure you can think of better ways of saying things without using the bad language. If you want to put negative comments in, knock yourself out. Go for it. Sometimes those negative comments can lead us to making better decisions about certain things. There was some negativity about the pool this morning. That's fine. You're entirely entitled to your opinion. Put a comment in, I welcome it. But yeah, bad language, come on, keep it out. That's it. Let's get on with the build today. This morning, they tried to fire up this pump about half an hour ago. Would not go. So Erwin's been working on trying to fix it. Sounds like there might be a bit of life coming back. We'll watch just for a second longer and see if he can get it to spring into life. Not quite. And watch one more time just to see. Ooh, getting close, close. We'll leave him to it. Here we go, cleaning off the gunk caused by that ridiculously dirty water. The good news appears to be, yeah, it's not easy work, but it does look like it's coming off relatively quickly. So there's a lot of surfaces to do, but I'm sure they'll make some good progress with this today. Well, there's no sign of the roof crew just yet. We will see whether they're in today or not. Richard, who I mentioned yesterday, is kind of one of the key players in all of this. He is back, so that should no longer be a problem. In fact, Richard is working over on that balcony where I believe they're going to be working on putting a small roof across the tops of those two walls, those very narrow walls of concrete hollow block that they've now plastered. And on the master bedroom balcony, we've got Jeremy taking forms off, so we now have the little ledge, the rain ledge, around the outside of this balcony. I think it extends all the way around. Right now, this is one of only two areas with any activity downstairs. So the new Richard has stepped into Oliver's boots and he's working on cutting up the wood for the ceilings upstairs. I'll go and show you the only other area where we've got anything going on downstairs right now. It's a little bit dark looking in here, but this right now is the only other activity downstairs where Jesse and Ariel putting wiring in. Once again, this is relating to aircon. Everybody else is upstairs, starting here with Donald and original Rico. Ceilings along this corridor. You might have caught at the end of yesterday's video the progress they've made, although I didn't comment on it, but they've got the beginnings of the frame from the far window down to where the 2 bedroom doors are. And I'm sure they'll get a lot further today. This was all new yesterday. Quite a bit of the frame in this bedroom at the back of the house in the centre. New Rico working in here on his own by the look of it at the moment. The master bedroom, not very accessible right now. And these legs, 2 sets of legs over here, Quiet Marvin and Ronell. We've also got Quilito over there, and I think there's somebody else tucked away around the corner. So yesterday they really only made a start on the frame around the edge of the room. Already this morning there's a lot more in place. One little issue we got is right up in the corner, if you can make it out, at the level of the ceiling, there is a hole in the wall, which the aircon guys drilled yesterday. The engineer's not happy with the positioning of that, so when the aircon guys come back, which is due to be tomorrow, we are going to ask them to move it. And listen to this. This has got to be one of the loudest rivet guns I've ever seen. Wow. It's about 15 minutes since the last clip. Erwin still getting a good arm muscle workout. And still no real life in this pump just yet. One more go. No, doesn't want to keep rolling over. It's 8 o'clock and look at this. Good morning, my back. The roof team are back. We will see some kind of progress on that canopy over the front door today. How much they'll get done, I don't know what the timing is for all of this, how long they think they need to get it done. I don't care, they're back. The front of the house, I think, is going to be once again a little bit transformed. Oh, I'm so excited. I mentioned there was a negative comment about the pool, and there was, and it basically said building your own pool and running it is a money pit, you just throw in a load of money away. Words to that effect. Yeah, probably right. Probably is. This is one of those pleasures in life that we have to pay for. We are fortunate that, for now at least, we can afford to pay for it. We're very fortunate, I know that. So, yeah, it's going to consume a boatload of money. It has consumed a boatload of money to build it, and it'll consume a lot more money to run it. But I believe we will get a marvellous return on that investment in terms of the enjoyment that it'll give us. So, yeah, whoever made that comment, I'm sure you're right. It's not smart from a financial standpoint, but it's something that we wanted. It's something we were lucky enough to be able to do, and hopefully we will get years and years and years of enjoyment out of this. So, yeah, by all means, as I said, if you want to put negative comments in, that's okay. It's an opinion, and it's an opinion that actually probably is factually correct. But I think it kind of misses the point that we will really get so much pleasure out of this part of the house build. Well, Erwin got it to work, proving once again that most Filipinos, with a bit of patience, maybe a small tool or two, and some know-how, can fix just about anything. My solution would have been to stand staring at it with a sad look on my face until somebody came by and took pity on me and said, "Will I need some help?" And I would have reluctantly said yes. But Erwin doesn't need that. He's got it working. And so it begins. Stage one of this roof is getting the gutters attached They've done already a little bit down one side, and now they're working on the front. I think we'll see quite a big difference with this today. And at the same time, a couple more guys working over at the back on the column and the wall, just hammering out, chipping out, doing whatever preparation they need to do. We're actually only about an hour and a half into the day, but Richard's already got quite a lot of the preparation done for the small roof that will run the full length of this bedroom across those two narrow walls that they built right over to the corner where that bit of wood sticks out. We'll try and zoom this in, but they are riveting as they go, and just as a very rough guess, I think at the moment for the guttering on this side, they've got rivets roughly every half a metre or so, maybe slightly more spaced out than that. That's on the side, and then more along the bottom. We're just coming up towards 2 o'clock. Sorry for the noise. Pump's still running, as you can hear. We are nearly drained. A little bit more to go just in this deepest area, but we're almost there. This is where a little bit of cleanup was done this morning, just using sponges. And it's mostly removed the yellow stain, but not entirely. So I think this will need some more treatment. You can see on the top of the platform, it is a cleaner white than it is down these steps. Here at the corridor going from the stairs, a lot of progress with the metal frame here. Right the way back up to this wall. Still a lot more to do, but we've come a long way this morning. In here, we've got new Rico and Richard and Erwin. And again, a lot more progress in this bedroom at the back of the house in the middle. And in the master bedroom, we've got Ronell and Quiet Marvin and Jeremy. And a lot of progress with the frame here as well. I tell you what, we're getting to the point where all the main areas upstairs will have the frame in place. We've still got all the bathrooms and the walk-in closets to do, but all the primary areas will fairly soon have the ceiling structure done. And here from inside the bedroom, a couple of the roof crew will get a better look at what they're up to from outside, I think, or we might try from a different angle altogether. Here's one alternative view from the bedroom at the front of the house. In the middle, we have the sheet metal roof on. No hanging about here either. Well, here, I'm standing at the front door, looking out at our new canopy. Pleased to see that they did put the insulation underneath. Obviously, it's not quite as critical from a point of view of keeping heat in or out just here, but it will help hopefully to dampen some noise. I thought this would look quite different by the end of today, and we've still got at least a couple of hours to go. My word, they don't hang around. There is still quite a lot more to do, and of course the final touch won't be until they put some kind of base on this. I imagine the same kind of soffits that they've used everywhere else. But already it does look completely different to first thing this morning. Richard up there looking very cool with his sunglasses. The form of that small roof across the top of the balcony looks like that might mostly be in place, at least the base of it is. The bell's gone, the day is done. And here at the pool, a little bit more tile cleaning was done in the later part of the day. They do still have a lot to do. Of course, it's a big old pool, but they've made a start on refreshing the tiles on the walls, around the platform and a little bit around the outside edge. Downstairs, the pattern for the day kind of continued. There was very little work done on anything downstairs, but we did get a little bit more electrical, and this is part of it in the kitchen. Most of it, I believe, did relate to the aircon. The ceiling frame for the master bedroom. A lot has been done today. Certainly not finished, but a lot of the metal framework is in place. It's a little hard to get into this bedroom, which is the one at the centre of the house at the back, but this is even slightly more further advanced with the metal frame and a little bit of the woodwork for the drop-down ceiling. And the corridor going from the stairs towards all the bedrooms. Again, a lot of the metal frame in place and a little tiny bit of the wood also done. This is the wooden base for the little roof going across the balcony at the front on the northwest side. No, northeast side. I don't think there's any concrete poured above that yet, but it is rather hard to tell. I can't see any of the usual signs though. And we have the afterwork soffits crew starting to get going. So Jeremy's here. Typically it's O'Donnell and it looks like it'll be Oliver, probably Singing Marvin and maybe Quiet Marvin, along with New Rico, maybe one or two others. That's usually about it though. I've saved the best till last. I did think this would be slightly transforming the front of the house over the next day or two. Well, they've outdone my expectations. They're finished. The metal roof is on. And that means that according to the rules as I sort of set them, and yeah, I may well have changed them along the way, but how we ended up was that the roof competition is now closed. The roof as I defined it is done. I know we don't have soffits in a lot of areas and other bits and pieces, but it's done. So, who was the winner? Day 185. Nobody had day 185. Nobody had one day in either direction. The winner was day 183, and the winner is from Denmark, and the winner is a friend of mine, Michael Madsen. Michael in Hong Kong, congratulations. Still haven't thought of a prize for this yet, but you won. Going high on the competitions has paid off. But there we go, we have a roof across all of the house. And yes, there are finishing bits, lots of finishing bits to do, but we have a roof. So I don't think anybody, well, only a couple of people expected it to be anything like this amount of time before we'd had the roof finished, and we obviously had some long delays. But day 185, that was it. And so there we go. It's all over. We'll have to think of a new competition. But for today, we have no outstanding competitions, and the day is done. And what a brilliant, utterly build delicious day. We've got a roof.